Peace and love, my people. Salute revolutionary values and greetings to you. Start making a series of videos on this tube. I guess I might as well utilize it, right? And today I'm going to talk about the black identity extremist thing. One thing we got to be clear about is that, this isn't nothing new. Back in the 60s when our elders was doing things that were called black extremists that just didn't have an identity behind it. And because we are identifying with being African, being ourselves, a new African, or whatever you choose to call yourself, now they are starting to say that if these people think a certain kind of way, they act a certain kind of way, and these are people fall into this circle of black identity extremists. Throughout history, historically, white men and white supremacists have been the greatest domestic terrorists of this country. We're flying in people with guns, really exercising their gun rights and being, very volatile people. All the mass shootings. They even got people on Facebook that have said their plans and what they're going to do, but yet the FBI has not intervened in any of that, and they kind of just let it go on, with us, it's more like we just want to educate our people, train our people, and give them the right direction to adequately be able to survive in this world. We just had the young lady in Oakland get killed and stabbed brutally, she probably couldn't have a chance, because I know it's probably a cowardly sneak attack, but she could have at least had something to fight back if our people had the right education on self-defense. And that's all we are out here to teach and promote. We're not out here to advocate violence and go do anything to anybody. Now, you might have that one lone wolf that might want to take it upon itself to go do something or whatnot, but in every culture that has somebody who's going to act out, and that doesn't speak for the representation of the whole movement. Now, even if they are acting out, they're acting out of pain, out of fear, and out of anger and confusion, and without all those things mixed up, without no direction, it can have people lash out and act out in certain kind of ways, so even if we do support it, because nobody's really acting out, like, say for instance the guy who went and shot the police and shit, that dude went and did what he felt like he had to do. He didn't go out and go harm no innocent people and shoot up a mall or a church or a movie theater or a school or anything like that. So we have seen white men countless times do this over and over again, and take pictures with guns. I think Dylan Roof was not supposed to even have a weapon of firearms, but yet still somehow he purchased it, take pictures with guns, and the FBI didn't show up at his door, but the FBI showed up at mine because of what they said they seen on a right-wing media source. This video that's being chopped and edited, seeing pictures of me with firearms and stuff like that, and they shows up expecting me, I'm going to go out here and go do some domestic terrorism stuff, nothing that I've done have been domestic terrorism. I haven't had any plans, no conspiracy, no conspiring to do anything domestic terrorism to anybody. I just want to educate my people and build with people that's like-minded like me. So we got to be real clear on what a black identity extremist is. And like I said in the past video, I'm confusing what a white identity extremist is, because they be very extreme in what they do, and they belief in their core values was not the Bundy standoff out, nor was that not extreme. Somebody died out there because of what they were standing for, and if I'm not mistaken, I think they got pardoned and then got to get out of prison for that. So I'm just confused on how Dylan Roof and so many other white supremacists get to post things and do things, and we don't get the same treatment. Of course, the Constitution wasn't built for us, so we don't have the same rights. But in America, there should still be an equal playing ground, to where if I did the same crime as a white man, it should be the same situation, the same kind of sentence, and the same treatment. I don't understand that. So, at the end of the day, it's going to be up to us to fight back and stand behind our people who's getting targeted and haven't done any volatile crimes. I haven't done anything violent, but yet the FBI shows up at my door, early in the morning. And I wasn't at the residence and at the premises at the time either. So, You know, I'm not exactly sure what's going on, but I can't really speak on the case too much. But yeah, you know, we just like my comrade Rakim Belagoon, man, he had to sit 5 months, almost a half a year in a jail and fight from inside, and on some premise of, you know, he's doing domestic terrorism because he's training his people and teaching his people stuff. My brother haven't done anything illegal, you know, and if the FBI was following for 2 or 3 years, like probably I was been followed for 2 or 3 years, you'll see us out here handing out food boxes, out here taking care of our community, out here giving back to our people in any kind of way that we possibly can. You know what I mean? I've done things that I haven't even spoke on, from rescuing sisters from domestic violence by myself, and training people to helping people out, to going out with people to go look for certain people who was missing. You know what I mean? And I don't ask for anything in return either from nobody. You know, I just do what I feel like my community and I should be doing. So I don't know how that makes me a black identity extremist and saying that I'm extreme, because I believe that Eric Gardner, Mike Brown, Tamir Rice, and countless others have been gunned down by police, and that should be okay. I guess that should be okay with black America, you know what I mean, with melanated America. So I don't understand how, if the shoe was on the other foot, white people would have a uproar, and it would be, you think that downtown Portland was the hub, and seeing how much violence was going on down there, people getting shot in the head. Luckily they had helmets on with flashbang grenades, and the grenade, actually projectile, actually getting stuck in the helmet. People getting hit with, you know, flagpoles and everything else, and so much violence going on. You would think that would be labeled a white identity extremist. You know what I mean? Charlottesville, you got the white supremacists and the Klan down there. They're not labeled as a white identity extremist, and they can post whatever they're going to do in their plans, but yet they don't get visited. So just know, whatever happens to me, whatever happens to my comrades and stuff like that, we haven't done anything for domestic terrorism. We haven't planned any kind of domestic terrorism. We haven't conspired to do anything closely to domestic terrorism. You know what I mean? We just want to build with our people. And, you know, conspiracy is a cold thing, because they can say, you know, you thought or you planned to do something. I haven't planned to do anything. You know what I mean? There's no information in my phones that says I have planned to go overthrow the government and overthrow police force over here, or plan to do anything. Excuse me. So, you know, I just want my community to know that that's what's going on, and it's very real. It's very real. Understand? So weigh in. We're gonna talk about it.